In today's video, I'm going to show you the 3 steps that you can do right away to start attracting into your reality the life of your dreams. 3 steps that can ease up your manifestation and you will understand law of attraction so much better. As you notice, it's a new vibe here, so I just changed my look completely. New year, new me. I'm preparing for 2021 with a lot of excitement, with a lot of projects that are starting to unfold right at the moment as we speak. And if you're new to my channel, I want to wish you a very warm welcome. I do encourage you to subscribe, to hit us with a like, with a comment, and to get notified when the new video is appearing every week. The reason why I wanted to do this episode is because for a lot of us, when we read about the law of attraction, at the first glance it looks like, oh, I just have to think positively and things will just appear in my life. And then we just start to look at our thoughts every day. We realize that we are far away from thinking positively, we are far away from our dreams, and we start to wonder why things are not working out for us as well. I'm going to show you why each of the 3 steps is actually very important and why they work together so much better. And I hope you're ready. We're just starting with the first one. So the first thing that you should do when you start working with the law of attraction and you start to have some wishes that you want to have in your reality, you have a certain vision, the first thing you should do is start working on your mindset. So you should start working on your affirmations. There are multiple things that you should take here into consideration. So the first thing that I suggest is to have it written down in front of you, to look at it and to see exactly what are the first thoughts that come to your mind when you think about your goal. Is it something like, oh, I'm so excited to have this, oh, it's for sure that it's going to come true, oh, I cannot wait to have it in my reality? Or is it something like, oh, but I want it, but I don't think it's possible, oh, but I'm not good enough, oh, but I need a lot of luck to make this happen, oh, but my condition is not the right one to have this manifested in my life? If you're in this category, with no matter what goal you have, whether it's like more money, a relationship, a better life, all in all, you just have to put your mindset in balance with your goal. Because if you say that you want something and then you think that you cannot have it, as I mentioned before, it's never going to happen. So thoughts create your reality, and this is the first thing that you should take into consideration. Be careful who you surround here. Be careful who you spend most of your time, because at some point maybe you set your mind the right way, but maybe you're not surrounded by the right people. Maybe you have, I don't know, dear ones, friends, family around you who, yes, they want the good for you, but they also discourage you every step of the way. Maybe they tell you, no, you cannot do it, no, you're not good for this, no, it's not worth it, no, it's too much work. And these kind of things just start to come back into your mind and they start to grow there, and it's not going to help your dream come true. So be careful what you say to yourself, first of all, and also be careful what other people tell you every step of the way. And for me, something that works magically is when I have like a doubt or a fear whether my dream is going to become a reality, I just like to write it down in the negative form, because it helps my mind to clear of this negativity. And then I rewrite it in a positive way. So for example, I say, oh, I want this month to have an amazing month when it comes to my income, but I don't think it's possible, or it's too hard, let's say. And then I rewrite it like, oh, but it's super easy to achieve this goal. Oh, it's super easy to have this income. I have the right ability, I have the right amount of skills, other people did it, so I can do it too. So I'm just convincing my mind step by step to believe it. The second thing you should do is putting your emotion in the right place along with the mindset. What do I mean with this? So for example, you start writing all these affirmations, you start telling them all the time, you start telling them to yourself, you start telling them to people, but it can become mechanically, and it's not going to work like this if, for example, you say, oh, I'm healthy, but on the inside you feel sick, you feel tired, you feel like it's not the truth, then you will start to feel that you're telling yourself a lie at some point, and that this manifestation thing and this affirmation thing is not going to work. So when you start saying these affirmations, start to notice how you feel about saying them, how you feel about this reality. Okay? Because for a lot of time, for example, I was telling myself, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be financially independent. I was telling this constantly to myself for the last 8 years, but inside myself I was feeling like, oh, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of hard work that I have to do. I was starting to shake just at the thought of this financial independence. I was starting to feel sick in my stomach. So your body will tell you exactly how you feel. I have other people around me, and this is like a good example, and I also experienced this in myself. When I was so excited about, for example, an upcoming trip for a wish that I knew it would come true for sure, I would feel so excited, like my body was exploding. I would start dancing, jumping around, screaming, like my face was shining with happiness. This is the right mood where you want to be in. So try to recreate this. Even if you fake it a little bit in the beginning, you will trick your mind that this thing is actually happening, and you will trick your mind that you are on the right path. And when you do it long enough, you will start feeling it like this. Your goal is scaring you at this moment. Maybe it's too big, maybe it's too far away in time, so it's not something that will happen right away. Try to focus on smaller things, like some things that you know that you can attract very easily, very fast, things that you know that you have attracted with success in the past, and try to feel the happiness towards those small things, because they will start creating the momentum for you to attract even the bigger things. And the third step for your manifestation and for the law of attraction to work like magic is visualization. And this is also a technique that I love. I'm a visual person, and I've always used images, whether it was on my mind, whether it was on my phone, in my computer, on my laptop. This is something that works like magic, and I think it glues together all the steps. So in order for this technique to work, this is also something that I do, and I think it works even better when you just close your eyes and you try to relax yourself, and you try for like 10 to 15 minutes very focused to imagine your life step by step. So it's not something that you do in the middle of the day when you're in traffic, when you're somewhere, when you're agitated, when you're stressed. No, you should do this simple technique when you are relaxed, when you are stress-free. And the best moments to actually is either in the morning, right after the moment when you wake up, or before going to sleep, because in those moments the brain is more relaxed and is your subconscious mind absorbing the information so much more easily. How I do it personally, how I visualize my goals, so it's super easy. After I wake up, like after a few minutes, when I'm sure that I will not fall asleep if I close my eyes, I'm just sitting comfortably on my sofa, for example, or on a chair, and I just close my eyes. I try firstly to control my breathing, to slow down everything. I try to clear my mind of everything, and after I feel that I am calmed down, that my mind is easy on everything, on every subject, and that I'm in the good state, I start to think about my goal as if it has already happened, as if it has already happened. For some people it's easier to visualize images, for some people it's easier to visualize sounds, or how it would feel like to touch that goal, or whatever you want to achieve. You can do it all together. For me, first of all, I try to visualize colors, shapes, forms, how that goal would look like, then I try to visualize on how I would feel like if I would like leave that goal. I try to find the feeling like, okay, let's say that tomorrow I am becoming financially independent. How would I feel like to open my eyes right now and to look at my bank account and to see that I have such a huge amount of money? How would I react? What would I do with those money? What would I do the next day? For me, for others, how would I spend those money? How would I invest them? And then I try to also implement the first step that I told you about, the affirmation one, and I try to tell myself, wow, it feels so good, it feels so amazing to have all this money, it feels so amazing to have so many options, it feels great to be able to spend them however I like. So I try to just use all my senses, my mind, my feelings, my smell, my eyes, my touching. I try to make this experience for 10 to 15 minutes as real as possible as it can be. Sometimes when it's hard for me, maybe I have a hard day and I cannot enter into that state right away when I visualize things, something that works for me is to put my headphones on, to write down my goal, to read it, and to start dancing around. It makes me super happy, it pumps my body, it makes me move, and every movement of your body creates more happiness in your body, and then your mind will be more flexible to absorb new information as well. So guys, I hope this helped you. I'm sure it does help, because this is the exact method that I've been using for the last 6 months to manifest the life of my dreams, and it's unfolding at such a rapid pace. Like every single thing that I think about becomes real in about 1 month at this moment as we speak. It's incredibly, it's insane, it's amazing, and I'm so looking forward for every new desire that is growing in myself. I'm sure that if you just apply it, try it step by step, as I told you, try with one step, then with the other, then with the other, and you are constantly doing this, you will be such a great manifester, such an amazing one, and you will be able to attract things into your life at such a rapid pace that you will not believe it yourself. But you'll always have to believe it. Never say I don't believe it, always say I believe it can be possible. So thank you again for being here with me. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment. Let me know if you will try this in the future, or if you have already tried this method and if it worked for you. I'm super curious to know more about your stories as well. If you're interested in the law of attraction and manifesting, you can also check my other videos that I have here saved in the playlist with law of attraction and manifesting. And see you next time.